Another key finding from the research we've done in this publication is with regards to pensionable salary. In the past, when funds would typically define benefit in South Africa, you would get a pension from the benefit fund, that's a defined benefit, and you would also typically get a post-retirement medical aid benefit and some other benefits that the companies would provide. Because companies back then were typically very paternalistic, but what we've seen over the years is that for the move from defined benefit to defined contribution, as well as companies limiting their risk to unfunded or benefits that are, the cost potentially can go up, they've capped their costs in that regard. Also, we found that people typically want more flexibility, although they may not cope very well with that flexibility unless you give them appropriate defaults. But one of the things that hasn't been focused on enough in the country is how we have dealt with pensionable salary. Pensionable salary is typically a percentage of your total cost, but it's actually hidden a lot of issues. People typically think that if they contribute a percentage of pensionable salary, it's appropriate for their total needs. But often a lot of their income falls outside the definition of pensionable salary, and individuals typically live on the total income, not just on pensionable salary. So there's quite a lot of interventions that are necessary to make the pensionable salary and what benefits are based on a lot more transparent. Currently, I think a lot of people don't actually understand the implications thereof. And one of the key interventions that we found that could really work is, with regards to pension benefits, is changing the pension statements. Many pension projection statements try to help people understand whether they're on track for retirement. And those statements are based on a percentage, whether they're on track, a percentage pension at retirement. What we found is that if you actually show people in today's rand terms what pension they could purchase, it could really help open people's eyes to understand the difference between pensionable salary and total salary, and help them understand whether they don't need to contribute more or whether they need to retire at a later age. So it definitely helps significantly with the overall planning for retirement. And there's a number of other things that one can look at in that regard.